Object tracking was first offered in Final Cut Pro in October 2021. It was a good start, but it needed work, and I'm pleased to say that this new update has the sophistication and ease of use that should have been there in the first place. There are new features as well as that smoothing of the interface. I'll show you how to get the most out of this new object tracking update, as well as a full explanation of how to track these words on this bike. My name's Bruce, and if we've met before, welcome back. Otherwise, please like and subscribe and press the bell so I can make more videos like this for you. Check out my new website, and to celebrate, I'm offering the first 200 students who download my free video editing tips, I'll give them $30 off my one-on-one training courses. The previous tracker button at the top of the viewer only offered to connect to one tracker, so the new buttons panel is a welcome change that's got a whole load of new options. It gives the ability to select the clip you want to track when there are multiple clips stacked to the timeline. If you've got existing trackers, you can select between them with the tracker button. And if you've got multiple trackers, for convenience, rename the tracker in the inspector. That's at the bottom under Tracker. You can create a new tracker in the viewer as well. The offset from Tracker puts the object to the side of the item being tracked, and the pin to Tracker puts the object directly on top of the tracker. New to this update is the ability to apply the position, rotation and scale here in the viewer and not have to jump over to the inspector, though it can still be done there if you want to. And there are new scaling options: Scale or Fit, where the entire object is fitted in the tracker, and Scale or Fill, which has the effect of increasing the size of the object. Both of these are new features. Before, the object tracker only used the Scale X and Y option, which tracks non-proportionally, which doesn't seem to give good results to me anyway. With the new options, you can proportionally scale the object in the viewer or in the inspector, and those tracked objects will now scale with the source without any distortion. And this is how it should have been in the original release last October, so this new feature is by far the most welcome addition to the new tracking update. You can further increase the size of the scale in the viewer as well as the inspector. Now when you press Analyze, the tracking editor automatically opens in the timeline, so you can remove part of a tracker that's not giving you that desired result. Of course, the editor can still be accessed by right-clicking in the timeline, Show Tracking Editor. That's enough of what to do. I'll now show you how it works by tracking the words waterfront biker to this biking scene. So you can better understand the process, let me explain a couple of things. There are two parts to object tracking: the object being tracked and the object following that track. And since they're both objects, let's give them clear titles so we can understand them. Let's call the object being tracked the tracker and the object following the follower. The most important first step is to select something for the tracker to attach to. And it's best to be something that doesn't wiggle and has clear contrast in colours for the tracker to latch onto. In this scene, the bike's saddle does the least wobbling. If you were to try and use parts of the body or the head, you'd see them move around. You can see how the head turns, and the following words would follow that wobble. Select the text you want to use as the follower and drag it on top of the saddle. It'll create a grid over the whole body. If you were to drag over a face, then just the face would be selected. Anyway, back to our biker example. It's important to narrow down the size of that tracking grid. To do this, it'd be wise to temporarily increase the view of the scene. Use the percentage sizer above the viewer. I'll increase it to 150%, and this allows for more accurate positioning on a contrasting point with that center circle. You can move around the image with the red rectangle. Click the tracker button and you'll be able to adjust the grid to the smallest practical size with the centre circle on the highest contrasting point. That's the saddle in this case. Select Fit and the viewer will return to the normal size. Select the Text tab in the inspector and type in your words. Position the text in the viewer and select the Offset from Tracker. Also tick Position and Rotation. Now you can press the Analyze button. The tracking editor will pop up in the timeline and you can adjust it if necessary. And now play to confirm that the tracking is okay. All in all, this new update makes the object tracker worth using. At last, it's much more effective than the first release of the object tracker. And remember this one thing about Final Cut Pro: just because it can do a lot, you still need to know how to use it. And anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and press the bell, and don't forget to download my video editing tips so you can get that $30 discount on classes. Thanks for watching.